I am so sweaty. Please ignore that. Hello, my spooky sluts. I am so excited to announce that it is finally Halloween hunting season. Now, some of you may be wondering, isn't it literally July? Like, it's the middle of summer. How are we already Halloween hunting? To which I'll tell you, I don't know. Like, I've definitely seen other creators like hunting this early in the season, but I've never seen anything quite this early where I live, and was very, very pleasantly surprised to have had a nice few days of Halloween hunting in July. So my first stop was on Monday. HomeGoods had so many goodies. Like, HomeGoods is coming in clutch for the season. So far, it seems like they have like a bunch of like felt-based type products, like little just decor. They had a bunch of like these little like jack-o'-lantern candy corn felt pieces and ghosts of different size holding up little banners. We're getting a lot of the gnomes again this year, which I'll be honest, I don't personally really get the popularity and the trend of the gnomes. I don't really see what they have to do with Halloween, and they're really not that cute, and they're like kind of overdone at this point, but if that's what you're into, there is plenty of that again this year. We definitely have, you know, a bunch of like fun spooky pillows out. They had these amazing jack-o'-lantern shaped pillows that I didn't get, and I literally went back the next day to go get, and they were completely sold out, and I'm absolutely devastated about it because they were so cute, and I literally, like, I was like, oh, I don't need that, because they were a little pricier. That particular pillow was $25, and I was like, I can't really justify spending that much on a pillow, and then I thought about it all night, so I was like, ugh, fine. Like, I literally returned stuff at another store. I mean, granted, I needed to do that anyways, but I was like, I will use that money to buy the pillow. And it still was completely sold out. I was a little devastated, but like, it's whatever. I'm hoping we get some more, or maybe somebody's going to be like reselling them for like not stupid price. We'll see. I can't stand Halloween resellers. They hike shit up so much. Speaking of Halloween resellers, there was such an incredible amount of Rae Dunn products at my particular HomeGoods. Like, I have never seen so much Rae Dunn at one time, and especially not in the Halloween collections. Like, I almost never see any Rae Dunn Halloween because it's normally completely sold out by time I manage to get to any HomeGoods or like stores of any kind that sell it, and I'm stoked because like I definitely think Rae Dunn's a little bit overhyped, but there are a few particular pieces that I have been looking for years, and I did manage to see some of them, so I was very, very excited about that. But yeah, we have a bunch of fun little garlands. They had a ton of throw pillows, very surprising amount of throw pillows, and it looks like we're getting some more pink and kind of like femme colored palettes of some of the decor this year, particularly in the like pillows and bedding kind of vibe. There were definitely some like pale pinks and things like that I was a little bit more surprised to see. There were a bunch of those like blown glass pumpkins and gourds and things like that seemed to be very, very popular. Well, actually, I'm not sure if they're popular because I don't know if I've ever actually really seen anybody buying them so much, but they always have like walls and walls of them at HomeGoods, and this week was no exception. They did have a ton of those, as well as candles. They had a lot of different candles the first day that I went, and a lot of different Rae Dunn candles, which was also surprising, and they were so cute, and I was very, very disappointed that I literally did not like the scent of any of them. And again, just the sheer amount of Rae Dunn mugs that they had was absolutely wild. Like, so many that I see so many people like disappointed that they weren't able to get every year, they had. So like, if you've ever wanted like a Rae Dunn Halloween piece, go check out your HomeGoods right now. They did also have another brand. It wasn't Rae Dunn, but they had these cute little sets where it was a mug and a bowl set together, and it was like a 2-piece set. Those were very, very cute. And while I was looking at the candles, oh my God, there was this adorable little family. It was a mom and 2 daughters. They made a comment and it's like, oh, you know, you're here for the, you know, Halloween stuff too. And we're like, yeah, you know, checking it out. And this mom laughs and and tells us about how like one of her little girls, and this little girl couldn't have been older than like maybe 4 years old. And the mom was like, yeah, you know, it's because my mom had made a comment and was like, oh my God, I can't believe how early this stuff is. Like, it's the middle of summer and there's Halloween. And this this mom laughs and is like, yeah, you know, her birthday's tomorrow and her theme is Halloween. This little girl had a Halloween themed birthday party in the middle of July. She is absolutely my hero. And then the little girl pipes in and she's like, yeah, but today's my unbirthday. I can't. She was so absolutely adorable. I'm dying. Like, so cute. She was so absolutely adorable. I literally can't even. But yeah, so HomeGoods had a ton of stuff, was very pleasantly surprised by that. Then Tuesday, I ended up having to go back into town, which is fine because I had to make a few returns at Ross, tried buying a few things that looked absolutely hideous on me. So I was like, I need my money back. And then I was going to use that money to go get the pillow. So literally I was there like half an hour after opening and all of the jack-o'-lantern pillows were completely sold out. Like, I looked at the entire HomeGoods store. They didn't have any of those pillows. And they had like completely almost reorganized and redesigned the Halloween stuff that they did have set up. So it was like coming to a completely different store. Again, they still had like a bunch of the little like felt pieces. They had a bunch more throw pillows and they had a bunch of throw blankets that they hadn't had before, which were very, very cute. A little bit more garland and like wall hanging type stuff. They had these like fun little outdoor picnic blanket type things that were Halloween themed, which was kind of fun. They had a ton of kitchen cookware, especially like Rae Dunn cookware, which was very, very fun if you like doing a whole like Halloween themed kitchen. They also had a bunch of like disposable Halloween plateware and utensils and things like that, like a bunch of like paper plates and napkins and cups and stuff. They did have, and I only mention them because I keep thinking about them. Like, they did have a few different like Halloween themed placemats, but they had these like black spiderweb ones. It was like a whole set of 6, and they were like, they're not even like that unique or that different, but something about them I'm absolutely obsessed with. They're so cute and I so desperately wanted to get them, but unfortunately I just don't have my own space. I don't have any tables to set, so it'd be a little bit pointless to like buy them and then just keep them in a box for years until I have my own place. So I left them, but I'm still thinking about these spiderweb placemats. They would just be so cute with like some matte black or, you know, like Rae Dunn themed like dishes or just anything, you know, pops of, like, they would just go with any kind of Halloween theme. They were so cute. So if you're the type who does like a whole table setting for Halloween, I definitely recommend looking into their placemats. They had a lot more stuff that wasn't Rae Dunn this day, but again, they also did have a ton more Rae Dunn as well. Like, the first day I was there on Monday, they had like one whole like section of them in the like checkout lines, and the second day, like on this Tuesday, they still had that first one and then an entire second one with so many more mugs, so many different colors, different words. That was the day I actually picked up a couple different ones. Like, I was so surprised how like the difference of one day, like how much more Halloween stuff HomeGoods had. And it was actually so hysterical because there was, and it's so funny because it was in almost the exact same spot that my mom and I had run into the other family looking at Halloween stuff the day before. Actually, it was literally the same spot because it was while we were looking at candles both times. So on the second day, on Tuesday, we were looking at the candles again because my mom decided she wanted some of the Rae Dunn ones, which had like mostly sold out at this point. There were only a few left. And while we were looking at these candles again, there was this mom and her son had come up, and the mom was like so cute because she was like, oh my God, is that like a pink ghost pillow? And then like my mom and I kind of glanced over and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And we're like, no, oh my God, like we're also looking at Halloween stuff. And you know, we just like laughed about it, and it was like just very, very cute and wholesome. Solidarity, like spooky bitches looking at Halloween stuff moment, like the first day. So we left HomeGoods and then we went to check out At Home, which had so little compared to like a lot of other locations I've seen. Some other locations have like most of their collections out. Mine had like next to nothing. They had like one aisle partially cleared out and like started to be stocked, but they didn't even have like other aisles cleared for Halloween to come in like they normally do at this point. They were still trying to get rid of like their 4th of July and summer stuff. But they had one aisle started where they had a bunch of like doormats, and then they had like a couple of jack-o'-lanterns and like some more fall kind of vibed decor. They had like a little bit of floral stuff and things like that. And they also had like a few like outdoor kind of wall hanging signs, you know, that said like welcome and the witch is in, and like some of the more basics that we kind of see every year. But it was so funny because in this aisle we ran into the same mom and son that had just been at HomeGoods. Like literally my mom and I left HomeGoods to go to At Home, and these two must have done the exact same thing because they like walked down the aisle, and that mom saw us and she laughed and she made a comment and she was like, oh, like you guys are on the Halloween hunt too. And we were like, yeah, literally, you know, quite literally. And this woman had actually talked to the employees. Apparently she's been on the Halloween hunt much longer than I have this year, because apparently the at-home employees have been telling her for 3 weeks now that they have all of their Halloween stuff in stocked, like stocked and packaged in the back, and they're just waiting to bring it out onto the floor. Like for a few weeks they told her that like they were just waiting for the 4th of July to be over, and like as soon as the 4th of July is done they're going to put their Halloween out. And now it's been like a week after the 4th of July and there's still like not really anything. So we're not sure exactly when our location's going to get more of the Halloween collections. But this woman was like absolutely on top of it, like has been talking to employees for a while. But yeah, apparently all of the Halloween stuff's here. They just haven't put it on the floor for like sale and display just yet, which is incredibly frustrating. But it happens. I'm just hoping that I get to see some of the Halloween collection this year before it's sold out, because like last year I literally was there one day and they had just barely started putting it out, so like I didn't get anything. And then the next time I was there, like first week of October, everything was sold out and it was replaced with Christmas. It was devastating. They also had a ton of like fall vibe floral out and like wreaths and garland and things like that. A little bit more like fall and harvest and Thanksgiving vibed versus directly Halloweenish. But they did have like this one particular wreath that had these like antlers in it. And I thought it was just like very visually cool. It was very unique. I've never seen anything quite like that before. And it was very like Wendigo vibes, which is not necessarily a good thing, but like it could definitely go with certain themes. And then today I've been out shopping again. I am a menace to society. It's fine. So again, for continuity, I popped into HomeGoods again. No, my mom actually needed to check on a few things. And like everything pretty much looked the same as it had the day before, so I didn't take any new clips. And then I popped into a Michael's because I've heard some locations... Like, I feel like I've heard some locations have put stuff out, but I feel like everything that I've physically seen online, people are still, like, waiting for a code orange or, like, confirmation of when it's gonna come out. They did have a little bit. Like, they definitely had several aisles of summer clearance. Like, they're trying to clear everything out and make room for the aisles for, like, where all the Halloween stuff's gonna come in. They did have a ton of, like, fall and harvesty vibed floral, like I don't understand why most places get more like fall, harvest, and Thanksgiving vibed stuff before they get their direct Halloween stuff, because like Technically, the fall season lasts longer than Halloween, so I feel like we should get them at the same time, or like Halloween first. Whatever, it's not that deep. They did have actual, like, proper Halloween stuff started in their wreath section, like their wreath making section where they have like decor pieces and things like that. I feel like that's always the first place that Michael's gets their Halloween decor. Like, it's always like there's nothing in the store except for their like wreath making bits and bobs. So they had the start of that aisle. They didn't have too much, but they did have a few pieces. They had some beautiful floral and then some very, very cheesy floral where I was like, I could DIY that. And in that same vein, they did have a whole section of like all black floral in their like fake floral arrangements. I do think that that's probably a section that is there year round because they had like so many different colors. They also had some beautiful like blues and purples and like other colors that would work fantastically for different spooky vibed stuff. And then I popped into Walmart again today because we needed a few more things. And like not even looking for Halloween today. Like we were just actually shopping for other stuff that we needed. And up on the top shelf of like stuff that hasn't really been put on the floor yet, or like their back stock and things like that, they did have a box of these little, like tiny little Halloween pillows, which were very, very cute. Like they had a little ghost and a jack-o'-lantern. And then right below it, like adjacent to it, they had a little box of different colored velvet pumpkins, which were surprisingly very, very pretty for the price. I feel like velvet pumpkins have definitely like become a trend, and then now are just a little bit overdone because like everywhere kind of has a version of them. But a lot of places did them really cheaply, whereas these ones looked like surprising quality for the price. I think they were like $6 or $7 a piece. But anyways, yeah, so we got those. That was all that they had at Walmart, but that's fine because at least there was a small sighting. They're starting to get stuff in stock, so hopefully they just continue to get more. So far, that is it for all of the Halloween hunting that I've been able to sneak into July. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.